Lewis Hamilton, a seven-time world champion and one of the most adaptable drivers in Formula One history, has just reached a pivotal moment in his journey with Ferrari. What he discovered at the Bahrain Grand Prix could change everything for the 2025 season. After a rocky and uncertain start in red, Hamilton arrived in Bahrain not just seeking performance, but understanding. What he found wasn't just a fix for his struggles, it was a transformation in how he connects with the SF-25. This wasn't about bouncing back from a bad qualifying session or tweaking tire strategy. It was deeper, technical, personal. Hamilton has spent the opening races fighting a car that simply didn't behave like what he mastered for over a decade at Mercedes. From engine mapping to throttle response, braking systems to setup philosophy, everything was different. But instead of waiting for Ferrari to tailor the car to him, Hamilton did what few veterans are willing to do: he adapted. In Bahrain, he didn't force the car to fit his driving style. He reshaped his approach to suit the SF-25. For the first time this season, he didn't resist the car's quirks. He flowed with them. He adjusted his tools, rethought his braking technique, even changed how he approached corner entries. The result? His most competitive and composed performance so far. Fifth place might not look like a huge result on paper, but the way he earned it is the real story. Hamilton himself described Bahrain as his biggest learning moment of the year, a breakthrough in understanding both the car and himself, and Ferrari took notice. Team boss Fred Vasseur praised Hamilton's attitude, calling it constructive and positive. It's not just about speed, it's about leadership, growth, and responsibility. That balance between Ferrari evolving the car and Hamilton evolving himself might be the key to unlocking their full potential together. So what exactly changed? The first big shift was engine braking. During his time at Mercedes, Hamilton rarely leaned on engine braking as a major tool. It just wasn't needed with their power unit. But Ferrari's SF-25 requires it. In Bahrain, Hamilton started to use engine braking in ways he never had before, essentially rewriting years of instinct. Then there's the brake system itself. Hamilton spent over a decade using Carbon Industries brakes. Now at Ferrari, he's on Brembo. The difference in feel, heat behavior, and pedal response is massive. But in Bahrain, he finally said he felt good under braking again, and it showed in his consistent, sharp laps. And that's not all. He's adjusting to the car's electronics, ECU maps, throttle behavior, and even steering response, systems that are fundamentally different from what he was used to at Mercedes. What we saw in Bahrain wasn't just a fast drive, it was Hamilton evolving before our eyes, technically, mentally, and emotionally. And that raises a huge question: just how far can this new version of Hamilton go with Ferrari? Let us know what you think in the comments. And stay tuned, because this evolution might just rewrite the script for the entire 2025 championship. Over. Lewis Hamilton's journey with Ferrari in 2025 is shaping up to be one of the most compelling narratives in recent F1 history. Not just because of what he's achieving on track, but because of how he's doing it. Everything about his current challenge is different. The wheel systems, the brake feel, the engine behavior, the race tools, nothing is familiar. Yet Hamilton, instead of being overwhelmed or defensive, has leaned into the unknown. Bahrain was the first time he admitted to feeling confident with Ferrari's systems, lap after lap. That's not just adaptation, that's a transformation in progress, and Ferrari sees it. Team principal Fred Vasseur is clear-eyed about the fact that unlearning 12 years of Mercedes habits won't happen overnight. But what's impressed him, and should impress us, is Hamilton's mindset. He's not fighting change, he's embracing it. And more importantly, he's teaching and learning in equal measure. This isn't just a driver following instructions, it's a two-way evolution. So what happens next? If Hamilton is already closing the race pace gap to Leclerc while still getting comfortable, what happens when he starts a weekend in sync with the car? What happens when Ferrari rolls out upgrades built with Hamilton's input? If this upward trajectory continues, the narrative for 2025 could shift drastically. Leclerc may still have the edge in qualifying, but Sundays could soon become Hamilton's playground, especially once that final layer of confidence clicks into place. Zooming out, this changes Ferrari's 2025 outlook significantly. They now have two distinct development paths. Leclerc, who brings continuity, experience with the team, and blistering one-lap speed.